What's up, guys? Welcome back. My name is Jeff from the owner of RDR Gear here in Salt Lake City, Utah. If you don't know what to do with RDR Gear, you can find a couple different ways. One, following this YouTube channel, liking, commenting, and most of all, subscribing. The subscribers help us a lot, and you guys are great to give us feedback on what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, and we love to banter and have a good time on the comment section, so please continue to do so. You can also find our products at rdrgear.com. Our canine gear, holsters, kydex, nylon gear, you name it, and then a lot of the custom stuff we do and build, we post on Instagram and Facebook. You can see those pictures there as well. I got me a new baby. This is the Walther Q5 SF Pro. I should say Q5 Match SF Pro. My buddy Gino over at Centurion Arms, he bought this gun for himself. He was going to shoot it for USPSA and whatnot. He ended up not liking it as much as he thought he would, and he had made a post about it, and I saw it. I've been wanting one for a long time, but most of my distributors were out of stock, so I reached out to Gino, and we did a drug deal, and boom, now she's mine. I've wanted this gun for a very long time. If you do not follow my buddy Nick, Velox Training Group, do so. Nick's a phenomenal dude, phenomenal instructor, and an amazing pistol shooter. He also is the one who introduced me to Jared at Parker Mountain Machine. And Jared's been doing some amazing things with Walther platforms and other things, SCAR and everything else under the sun. Jared and his team are very, very knowledgeable dudes and do a lot of cool things. The Q5 Match, when I saw one of these in the store, it just fit my hand really well. This is a striker-fired pistol, 5.5 pound trigger. It doesn't feel like it's a 5.5 pound trigger, but it is. It is optics ready. Integrated mag well. The mags are 15 round magazines with the base pad gives you +2, so 17 rounds. You can use the PDP magazines for like my Walther PDP. It has an 18 round magazine for the full size. They'll fit in this gun as well. But overall, everything about this pistol ergonomics wise is phenomenal. Magazine release is very easy to get to for me. The mag well is great. The slide stop is very long and very easy to get to. And the weight of the gun. This gun is 2.14 pounds unloaded, no red dot, no light, no bullets. When you load this sucker up with a dot, you're probably looking at 2.25 pounds. It's not a light gun, but it's not a heavy gun either, considering a 2011 is roughly the same weight with a red dot and light. So the panels here can be removed. You can get other ones, color ones, customized ones. There's several companies that make them. The Beaverdale section here is what really helps with my hand because it really gets me high up on the gun and allows me a very tight grip. I shot it with irons today. The fiber optic was great. I have not decided what red dot I'm going to put on here yet. I have been tinkering with possibly doing an SRO, but I recently shot an SRO on a few pistols, and I shot it on an Atlas gun from a buddy of mine. The SRO, I feel, for me, I have a little bit of trouble with the dot because it floats too much in the circle, so I have a little bit of issue there, but I'm considering either putting the Steiner on here or possibly putting the Aimpoint Acro on here. I have an Acro and I've been playing with it and it's starting to grow on me. The height of the window, even though it's narrower, the height of the window and the way the glass is shaped, having glass all at the bottom and the rear of the dot, has been really growing on me, and that's something I've been considering doing. But at the end of the day, I will gamer this gun out as much as possible to give me the best advantage, but this thing is phenomenal. I did reach out to Nick and ask him about if I should get a trigger upgrade. He had mentioned yes, and so I started looking at triggers, and when I went to Walther's website, they were out. And I asked Nick, how do I get a trigger? Because Nick's on the Walther Defense team over there. He's like, man, you just gotta keep checking the website. That next day, woke up to a text from Nick saying, hey, triggers are on the website, jump on there. I ordered on Tuesday of last week or Wednesday last week, got my order in, woke up Thursday morning, I believe it was, to an email saying my order was canceled. And these triggers come from Germany, so when they come in, you gotta get on it or they're gone. They're not stockpiled anywhere, they're very, very difficult to get a hold of. And so I reached out to Walther, phenomenal service. The kid's name was Cole, I spoke to, and he went back there. So the trigger that I had purchased and they had set aside for my order fulfillment, it was still available. What happened was my billing and shipping were different. So their internal system, I guess, killed the order there's no way to verify. So with all the bullshit fraud out there today, so that's why it happened. So when I called those guys, they were like, hey man, we got you squared. So I will get this thing installed. And I'll do a follow-up video on this pistol, because once I figure out the dot, get the trigger in here, get some time, I'm either going to, depending on probably feedback from you guys too, I've been considering doing some more Kydex holsters for select pistols that are more match-driven, USPSA, because they'll be able to fit on our new UBL, so you get a little negative cant, forward cant, straight drop, but we'll be able to build more of a competition package based around some of these more heavier guns, the 2011s, Staccatos, Q5s, etc. So that'll give you guys a little feedback there. Let's talk real quick on holsters. The Q5 in the PDP, the Palmer version of this, I forget what it's called, but the reason that these pistols don't fit in a standard modified holster is because their length. These things are too long to fit in a traditional holster. Like for example, these fit great in a 320 holster, a little bit of tuning, but the length of the pistol being over 5 inches long allows it not to fit in a duty holster. That's why you don't see a lot of these options for red dot duty holsters and whatnot, because of the length of the pistol. If you compare it, oh, here we go, let's do this. So we can compare it to a 2011. So if you look at the 5-inch 2011, you can see how much longer this pistol is to a 5-inch 2011, almost a full inch. So this slide is just, the gun is just too long to fit in anything currently made to where we could modify to make it fit. So that's why you don't see these in RDS holsters very often. So we're gonna work on that and maybe offer some Kydex stuff for it and give you guys some options if you're running this in matches and USPSA. It'll be more of a USPSA driven style pistol holster. So you'll see more of that in the future. So we'll get the trigger in, we'll get the dot done, maybe some cool grips, but you'll see a follow-up video on this pistol. And this is the Walther Q5 Match SF steel frame. SF stands for steel frame. And this is going to be my new match baby. I'm going to shoot some matches on the weekends. I'm going to get to the locals. We got a couple that are indoor once or twice a month. I'll shoot a couple local matches on the street. My buddy Greg and my buddy Josh, and we'll have some fun, drink some beers after. But getting back to the matches are a great way locally, because I get to see a lot of the local customers and have some fun and keep the skills up as well. So as always, guys, we post 2 to 3 videos every week on gear that we buy, gear that we own, gear we review, gear manufacturer. Until next time, be well, take care.